the lecture number 6. We are going to see the electronics device and circuits first chapter. So that is junction field effect transistor. So for today's session, our outline is we are going to see in deep what is junction field effect transistor. So in that the theory starts from the BJT, JFET, features of FET, difference of JFET and BJT, applications of FET, FET terminals, source, gate, drain, types of FET, JFET, MOSFET, and then the construction as well as the JFET polarity. So here, very first we have seen that the transistor is the semiconductor device. So transistor is nothing but the resistor transfer. So the transistor is mainly categorized as bipolar junction transistor and field effect transistor. So BJT is again classified as according to the construction or the structure, that is in PNP and NPN. Then field effect transistor is categorized as JFET and MOSFET. So the transistors are again we can differentiate BJT, that is bipolar junction transistor. So why it is known as the bipolar junction transistor? Because the electrons as well as holes are responsible to flow of current. So that's why it is the bipolar junction transistor. And FET is the field effect transistor. It is also known as the unipolar junction transistor because only one charge carrier is responsible to flow of current, from that the FET. So for our electronics devices and circuit, the syllabus, it is related to the FET. So in a previous basic lecture, we have studied what is semiconductor material, then how many devices are formed from the semiconductor material. So in that, diode we have seen, as well as that the BJT transistor we have seen. Then now we are going to start with the actual syllabus of the EDC. So that is field effect transistor. So for our EDC, the 100 mark theory is there, and as well as 100 marks for that the practical. Then just we are going to focus on that the BJT, that is bipolar junction transistor, which is having 3 terminals, emitter, then base and the collector. So this is the symbol for that the transistor. Then next our syllabus is started with the field effect transistor. So this is nothing but our field effect transistor. So let us study the in detail of the FET. So which are the features of FET? So here some varied features are listed out. So let us focus on that. So first feature of FET is unipolar. So it is unipolar as either holes or electrons are responsible for conduction. So already we have discussed the FET is unipolar device. Then it is high input impedance. So the input current in the FET flows due to the reverse bias. So hence it has high input impedance. It is also known as the voltage control device because the output voltage of FET is controlled by the output voltage of the FET is controlled by the gate input voltage. That's why FET is called as a voltage control device. Then noise is low. So there are no junctions present in the conduction path, hence noise is lower than in a BJT. Here, gain is characterized as transconductance. So, transconductance is the ratio of change in output current to the change in input voltage, that is known as the transconductance. Then, the output impedance of a FET is low. So, these are the features of FET, that is, it is unipolar, which is having high input impedance. It is voltage controlled device. There is no any junctions present in the conduction path, so noise is less, and gain is characterized as transconductance, and the output impedance of the FET is low. Then let us see what is the difference between junction field effect transistor and bipolar junction transistor. So JFET is unipolar device, whereas BJT is bipolar device. So JFET is voltage driven device, whereas BJT is current driven device. In a JFET, input impedance is high, and in a BJT, the input impedance is low. Here, low noise level, but in a BJT, the high noise level is there. So JFET with better thermal stability, whereas BJT having less thermal stability. So in a JFET, gain is characterized by transconductance, and in a BJT, gain is characterized by voltage gain. So somehow important differences we have listed out here. Then applications of FET. So FET is used as a circuit to reduce the loading effect, and FET are used in a many circuits such as buffer amplifier, phase shift oscillator, and voltmeter. Also, FET is used as a switch as well as the amplifier circuit. Then let us see the terminals of FET. Though FET is also having the 3 terminals, so it is 3 terminal device. They are not same as that the BJT terminals, but it is having 3 terminals, which are gate, source, drain. So source terminal in FET is analogous to the emitter in a BJT, while gate is analogous to base and drain is analogous to the collector. So the following symbols shows that NPN and PNP type of the FET. So here the N channel FET, which shows that the arrow towards that the N region, and in a P channel FET it is outward towards the N region. So again, like the BJT, the arrow is always indicating that it is where that the N region at their arrow here is there. So let us see one by one that the terminals of the FET. So here first terminal we are going to take, that is source. So the source terminal in a FET is the one through which the carrier enters into the channel. So this is analogous to the emitter terminal in a BJT. The source terminal can be designed as a S. The current entering the channel at the source terminal is indicating IL. Then gate. So gate terminal in a FET, key roles in a FET function. So controlling the current through the channel. So by applying an external voltage at the gate terminal, the current through it can be controlled. So gate is a combination of 2 terminals connected internally that are heavily doped. The channel conductivity is said to be modulated by the gate terminal. So this is analogous to the base terminal in BJT. So the gate terminal can be designed as a G, and the current entering the channel at the gate terminal is indicated as IG. Then drain. The drain terminal in a field effect transistor is one through which the carrier leaves the channel. So using source and gate, it is entering the in channel, but through the drain, it is leave the channel. So this is analogous to the collector terminal in a bipolar junction transistor. The drain to source voltage is as VTS. The drain current can be designed as a D. The current leaving the channel at the drain terminal is indicated by ID. Then, so we have seen the terminals of FET. Then let us see the types of the FET. So there are two main types of the FET. So they are JFET and MOSFET. So following chart shows that the classification of FET. So FET is mostly classified into JFET and MOSFET. So JFET is it will work in only depletion mode, and in that also depending upon the structure of the JFET, means whether it is the P channel or whether it is the N channel, it is categorized as P type JFET and N type JFET. Then MOSFET is categorized as enhancement mode and depletion mode. So in which mode it will operate according to that, or according to that as well as according to the construction, it is categorized as enhancement mode P channel, enhancement mode N channel, likewise depletion mode P channel and depletion mode N channel. So for our first chapter, we are going to see in detail the JFET. They are not asking whether you can explain about the P type or N type, but we are going to see all this terminology for the N type FET. So FET is the voltage control device, that is output characteristics of the device are controlled by input voltage. So there are two basic types of the FET. FET, that is junction field effect transistor, and MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. So a JFET is a three-terminal semiconductor device in which current conduction is by one type of carrier, either it is electrons or holes. So that's why it is known as the unipolar. The current conduction is controlled by means of an electric field which is applied between gate and the source, or gate and the conducting channel of the device. So JFET has high input impedance and low noise level. Then let us see the construction of details. So JFET consists of P-type or N-type silicon bar containing two PN junctions. So if you refer the figure 1, so here this is the P-type JFET and this is the N-type JFET. So let us look over this structure. So here P channel is created. So substrate is taken, that is P channel. Over that two N layers are diffused. So from one N layer, gate terminal is taken as out, and from another N terminal, that is taken, which is internally connected to the gate. So there are looking four terminals, but one terminal is shorted with that the gate. Then here source terminal is here, as well as the drain terminal is taken from this substrate. So likewise for the N channel also, from the N channel substrate, the drain and source terminals are taken, and two adjoining, that the P-type material, the gate terminal is taken out. So the bar forms the conducting channel for the charge carriers. Then, so if bar is the p type, then it is called as the p channel JFET. That is shown in the figure A. And if it is n bar, then it is called as the n channel JFET. So the two p-n junction forming diodes are connected internally and a common terminal called as a gate is taken out. So other terminals are source and drains taken out from the bar as shown in the figure A. So thus JFET has three terminals such as gate, source and drain. So how we can place this JFET in a circuit? So let us see the polarities. So first figure shows for the polarities for the N channel JFET. So for the N channel JFET, so P substrate is connected to the negative terminal of the battery and the source is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. And here for the another, that is output side, the drain terminal is connected to the positive terminal of the battery and the source is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So for that the P channel, the battery positions are reversed as compared to the N channel. A reverse battery polarity is applied for the P type JFET. So in each case, voltage between the gate and source is such that the gate is reverse biased. So the source and the drain terminals are interchangeable. So the following points may be noted. The input circuit, that is gate to source JFET, is reverse biased. This means that the device has high input impedance. The drain is so biased with respect to source that drain current ID flows from the source to drain. In all JFET, source current IS is equal to the drain current. So here IS is equal to ID. So we have seen the construction details as well as that the So let us first upon again summarize something. So FET having the three terminals, drain, gate and source. So symbol arrow shows that the conventional current from that the N channel JFET. So likewise that P channel also shows that the conventional current of that the JFET. So basically in our syllabus, we are going to see in detail operation of this N channel FET. In university question paper, they are not asking about the N channel and P channel. They are just asking about write the working principle of JFET. So student can go with either the N channel FET or P channel FET. In our notes also we have taken all this, that is N channel FET working principle in detail, and likewise for that the P channel. So once again we are going to focus on the construction details, because very important part is in construction, that is which type of that substrate, base substrate is taken. According to that, the type of the JFET. So if it is P channel, then the current flowing from that device is through that channel, and that channel which is substrate of the P type, so that is nothing but the P channel. Where in N type channel, the substrate is taken as a N substrate. So due to that, the current flowing from that the channel is from that the N type channel, so that's why it is known as the N type. And if you see the polarities of the JFET, then JFET means suppose what happened when we apply this reverse bias for this? Because it is the N type and it is the P type. So what will happen? It will react as a reverse bias. So we are saying that JFET is a voltage control device. What is mean by voltage control device? So through that input voltage, which is nothing but the VGS, the output drain current is going to be controlled. So that's why the JFET is known as the voltage control device. Then what about the BJT? BJT is said as a current control device. So why it is current control device? Because at the input side, the base current that is IB is working as a control element to control the collector current. So that's why the BJT is known as the current control device. So these some questions are important one while you are preparing for that the oral. So for the JFET, which things you have to keep in mind? So what is the long form of JFET? Then what is the difference between JFET and BJT? Then terminal names of the JFET and BJT. Then symbol for the JFET and BJT, as well as how they constructionally as well as that the functionally they are differ from the each other. Then next is the means which are the controlling parameters in JFET as well as in a BJT. So these are the some questions related to your oral. So in this chapter we are going to see details about the JFET. And also our practical base is related to the JFET, MOSFET as well as the IC555. So all this we are studying for the in experiment also. So thank you. We have started with this first chapter, the introduction of FET. Thank you.